from Iloilo City. We're staying here at the Hop Inn Hotel in Iloilo City. This is in the Mandurriao area of Iloilo City. First, I just want to send my prayers to the people affected by the earthquake in Cebu. Just another tragic event here in the Philippines. Just unbelievable how many people have perished already, people injured, and I know there's probably going to be more, unfortunately. Ray, good morning, Ray. Good morning, Ray. My good friend Ray in the Philippines, his YouTube channel, Ray in the Philippines. Kevin Shores. Good morning, Kevin Shores. Oh, Michael C., my good friend in Trece Martires. Good morning, bro. I've already actually walked this morning. It was a nice walk too, around Iloilo City, the Mandura area before the sunrise. Actually, I started walking. I had a nice walk, saw the sunrise here in Iloilo City. I kind of regret it because when I walked, I wasn't carrying my GoPro. I wish I carried it. Tomorrow, when I do my walk tomorrow, I'm gonna do. I wasn't. I guess when I woke up this morning, I wasn't all in there yet. That's why when I walked Iloilo, but it was just a nice walk. Cool morning here. Not raining at all. No rain at all here. Oh, the weather. Let me do the weather report before I get started here. There is a tropical storm again, Tropical Storm Paulo, Paolo. As of 3 a.m. today, it's 725 kilometers east of Infanta, Quezon. That's in Luzon, again, the Luzon area, southern Luzon, central Luzon area. So today, Catanduanes, Aurora, Quirino, Isabela, rains with gusty winds due to Tropical Storm Paulo. Metro Manila, it says cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms. And then the rest of the country, localized thunderstorms. But here in Iloilo City, bright and sunny already. I just, like I said, I just finished my morning walk. Really nice walk. I love walking Iloilo City. Just a different vibe. Just because it's city, there's noise already early. It was like 5:15 when I walked outside, and there was already like taxis, traffic. It's unbelievable how early everything gets going here in Iloilo City. Tomorrow I'm gonna film it that way I can share that with you guys. And then I took a shower already. I'm all dressed up. Nice hot shower. I do not have hot water in our house in Numancia, Aklan. So when we stay in hotels like this, it's a treat. It's a treat for me that I was able to take a hot shower. And usually I don't have lotion, but I did buy a little lotion. I can't find it now in here because I know I get dry. I get dry skin when I take a hot shower. So I bought a little Jergens lotion. Yesterday I had my every 6 months I have to take a monitoring MRI to screen for cancer. Part of my screening for cancer. When I rang the bell in June 26, 2023, so over 2 years now, I've been cancer free. But part of my routine now is like every 6 months I have to get a MRI, and I get my MRI at Medical City Iloilo. Really nice. They treat me always like a VIP there. There's a lady there, Mom Marlene. She's like an awesome lady. She's like my favorite person in the world. She's just like awesome. I remember during my 12 chemo treatments at Medical City Iloilo, she was always there. Every single time she was always there. She would actually pray with me sometimes, just even though she had a busy schedule, I'm not the only TRICARE patient there, but I really appreciate Ma'am Marlene. She actually doesn't work full time now at Medical City Iloilo, but she's still there. I can still contact her, and she still takes care of me. Like yesterday, she met me at my MRI. There's actually a new person now that's taken over her job. Her name is LJ. This is her card. LJ. I'm gonna make a TRICARE video. I'm gonna update. I do another TRICARE video, and I'll include LJ's name. Her name's LJ Cornelio from Medical City Iloilo, and I'll put all her contact information. I'll do a video to update people as far as the TRICARE users. TRICARE is military insurance here in the Philippines for us that are United States military retirees here in the Philippines. Great insurance here in the Philippines. I have no complaints with TRICARE. I know some people complain about TRICARE, but me, I am blessed that there is TRICARE here in the Philippines. The proof of that, when I went through my cancer treatments, I had 12 chemo treatments and I had 33 radiation treatments. They are not cheap. Anywhere you go, those kind of treatments are not cheap. And my TRICARE insurance saved me. It's like I was able to afford the treatments, didn't have to worry about anything but my treatments. Didn't have to worry the financial side, because with TRICARE, we have a catastrophic cap. We do pay copay with TRICARE, 25% copay. But once you reach a threshold every year, like $4,000, TRICARE covers the rest 100%. So really, as long as like military retirees, if we have $4,000 in the bank, anything that happens to us here in the Philippines, heart surgery, transplant, you name it, after $4,000, the TRICARE insurance pays for 100%. And Medical City Iloilo here in the Visayas region, they are one of the very few that are called TRICARE preferred, where they process the paperwork for TRICARE. They bill TRICARE directly, so I don't even have to worry about billing and all that. It's a real blessing that we have Medical City Iloilo here in Panay Island. Let me go through my notes. I don't want to miss anybody here. All right. Charlie Latz, my good friend in Boston. Hey, Boston Red Sox won yesterday, man. That was awesome. I was thinking of you. Man. I'm actually rooting for them more than I'm rooting for the Yankees, because the Yankees was always like a rivalry with the Dodgers too, back, Reggie Jackson era. It's like I've never been a fan of the Yankees, so I was rooting for the Red Sox. Good morning, Ginno. I'm watching the Red Sox. All right, you're watching them. Good luck there, Charlie. We won game. I know. I watched I watched portion of the game, then the highlights. I watched all the highlights of the baseball. I was like busy yesterday watching all the highlights. Secure one more to dance. Good luck. All right, thank you. I'm confident with the Dodgers. I mean, they are like playing really well. Our bullpen is the only thing that's suspect, but we got Yoshinobu Yamamoto going on the mound tonight, so we should be all right. Dazzle's still sleeping. Yes, she's still sleeping. She did shopping at SM City Iloilo, and then last night we ate dinner at the SNR. I had a salad at SNR. And then bought a few items, of course. You can't go to SNR without buying a few items. Let me see here. See if I can show you guys. Oh, I got this. I know I'm not drinking coffee for a little bit, but I bought some of these French vanilla. They had these little packets. It's for my French vanilla coffee. When it's time for it, I can drink maybe one a week. I can drink my French vanilla, but this is my favorite creamer when I was in the U.S. And then I like this kettle potato chips, so I bought some kettle potato chips, sea salt and vinegar. I didn't buy a lot, Or underwear, I bought underwear because I like body glove. I like this boxers underwear. Dazzle didn't buy much. She did buy this because she likes using this biofreeze for aches and pains. Dazzle. It's kind of like Ben Gay, I think, but she likes using this for aches and pains. So bought a little bit of items for SNR. I'm sure we'll head there again before we leave for like the bigger items like laundry soap, things like that. But we're just gonna enjoy the rest of our time here. We're staying here at the Hop Inn Hotel. I highly recommend this place. This place only opened about a year ago. I would say everything's really new. Everything's really nice and clean. Lobbies clean. Elevators are clean. Just a nice budget hotel. I mean, for 3 nights, 3 nights here. This is Iloilo City now. 3 nights we're paying like 4,700. So about $81 for 3 nights at this hotel. Hot water, nice room, inverter, air condition, nice and cool in here. And I love the location of the Hop Inn. I usually, for budget hotel, usually I stay at the Fig 3, and the Fig 3 is just right next door. It's not far from here. It's just around the corner here. A great location. I mean, highly recommend this Hop Inn. I think you won't be disappointed if you stay here for the price. Also, what I like is they have a nice area for parking. You're not parking on the street. You're not parking at somebody else's. They have their own parking inside the building of the hotel, which is nice. It's I feel safe for my car, parked out there. Very centrally located. It's right across the shops at the Atria. You can actually, from the Hop Inn, you can see the Seda Hotel. You can see Jollibee. You can see Avita Towers, the condominiums. So great location within walking distance also from SM City Iloilo. Not like the Injap, but Dazzle was kind of glad we're not staying at Injap because with the aftershocks, with earthquakes, probably not advisable to be staying like at a high hotel like this. We're on the third floor here. I think this Hop Inn only has like 6 floors, so it's not, at least it's not a tall tower that kind of scary when there's earthquakes here in the Philippines. When you're staying at a tall building here. Bill Meyer, good morning. Yes, good morning, Bill. Of course, prayers again for people affected of the earthquake in Cebu. I'm still watching videos. Videos are still coming out as far as the earthquake in Cebu. Have you felt? Yes, we definitely felt the earthquake in Aklan. In our area, they measured it at a 5.3, not as strong at 6.7 or 7 in Cebu and Leyte, but we did feel it. Like our neighborhood, Camille Aklan, I think everybody came out, running out the house. It's like Dazzle, she didn't know what was going on. I was already asleep, that was 10 p.m. when the earthquake happened, but Dazzle was telling me she thought she got dizzy or something. She didn't know what was going on. And Leanna's never been in an earthquake. So, quite a shock for both Dazzle and Leanna. Me, I've been around earthquakes enough. I lived in Los Angeles. I also lived in Japan. I experienced earthquakes in Japan, so. Bill Meyer, hey Ray, all right, Michael, Andy, greetings, Ginno. I didn't expect to see you until next week. Glad you're doing live. Yes. I hadn't planned it, but I figure I'll just update you guys. And we're relaxed, we're like yesterday, Dazzle and I, after my MRI appointment, we just hanged out at SM City Iloilo. We ate lunch, and then in the evening time we had SNR. Dazzle went shopping. Today, she wanted to watch the new Jackie Chan movie today, so we're gonna watch the new Jackie Chan movie. It's showing at the SM City Iloilo. Just a mini vacation for us. Leanna, she's not with us. Leanna's got school, so Nene, Dazzle and Leanna's older sister is staying with Leanna at home. So mini vacation for Dazzle and I will be here until at least Saturday. Just no plans really, just going with the flow, watching a movie. When Dazzle wakes up, we'll probably go to SM City, Iloilo, and see what we can eat for lunch. But no schedule, just we're just enjoying it. Well, we kind of miss these kind of times because before we took in Leanna over 2 years now, it was just me and Dazzle for the longest time, and we were able to do these things all the time. That was our life before Leanna. We don't regret, taking in Leanna because we're really happy how she's progressed, and we're really preparing her for her future. But we do miss our time, our like alone time. Yesterday we were even talking about how it's just fun to be like just holding hands at the mall, just walking at the mall, nothing, nothing to really do, just walking around. Hindi po kaya at nakatiis. Your live is, I figure I was just sitting here, man. It's like I took a shower, I'm ready for the day. But, Dazzle, she won't wake up till later. So I figure why not, do another live. Update you guys. Hope you're okay, Ginno. Oh, we're doing good. It's like a MRI. I won't find out the results of my MRI. They said 3 to 5 business days, but I'm confident everything's okay. I feel good. There's not. I'm always checking my body for spots and things like that, lumps. And I'm always checking, and I'm feeling healthy. As healthy as I've been after my treatment. So. I'm back at the gym working out. I don't have a gym here, so I was doing push-ups. Or I did my morning walk, came into the room doing my push-ups, doing my sit-ups. So feeling good. So, but I'll update you guys when my MRI results come in. I'm going to make SNR. All right, all right, Ray. I can't blame you. I love SNR, man. You can just keep walking there and then end up getting so much. That's why we didn't even get a cart when Dazzle and I walk in there because we know if we push a cart, we're going to be throwing stuff in the cart. So we were just holding the stuff that we were getting. That way we didn't have to get a whole lot. The main thing was the salad. I do love the salad there. They have a good salad there with that ginger dressing. That's like one of my favorite salad. Good price too. I think it's like $3.50 for a big bowl of salad. Hey Ray, is that girl still there? Jig, that's funny. Big Azul is teasing you there, Ray. Ooh. What's up, Ray? Get some of the, oh yeah, SNR goodness. I mean, there's so many things at SNR when you're walking there. It's like for us, because like for me, been many years that I haven't been in the U.S. So every time, you see new products, you see new things there. It's so tempting to just like pick up so many things there. Buying one in a while in SNR for personal use for Christmas gifts. Oh yeah, and there was already many Christmas baskets, Christmas decorations at SNR already. They had like even like hot chocolate, even the liquor section. They have all like Christmas gift displays already. LOL. Well, not sure if girl GF is lurking. You're funny, trying to get me in trouble. Lynn should be here. All right, Ray. That's cool. Should be there this evening. That's nice. Very nice, Ray. Very nice. That's only one night here in the U.S. It's not that bad. It isn't, for 3 nights, 4,700, and really nice. I mean, everything's like updated. You get your card key. They give you 2 keys, so one for the electricity in the room, and then one to bring with you. I mean, I was really impressed. Even the TV, everything looks new. It's only been a year when Hop In opened, so definitely from now on we'll probably stay more here at the Hop In. We really like it. We really like this hotel. our first time, but I like it. The main thing I really like is the parking because like even at Injap Hotel, I used to park on the second or third floor, and it's kind of like treacherous, to get your car up there. They had this one lane either going up or going down, so they have to radio the guy, and then it's like really tight corners, really steep. So I prefer this parking here. It's like on the ground floor. It's easy to park. Hope that you're safe there. Yes, I think they even have aftershocks here in Iloilo, where I read, but really not strong, like not strong aftershocks. I mean, Cebu had the earthquake, but here in Panay Island, we felt it. I know even Michael, that Philippines Life in Rojas City, they felt it pretty good. James and Karen from James and Karen Adventures in Balete, they felt it. We felt it at the house too in Numancia. And that was the thing I was going to talk about. My topic for today is disasters here in the Philippines, both natural and not natural disasters. It just seems like it's part of living here. There's just a lot of things like that happen here. We go through like at least 18 to 20 typhoons a year, and that causes flooding, that causes landslides, pretty much for the affects the most of the country. Less here in Panay Island. Like I said before, we're not as affected by typhoons, but we do get rain. We do get rain. We do get like flooding. Areas in Panay Island randomly. Every time there's the rain or every time there's a typhoon somewhere. If it rains in Panay Island, different parts of Panay Island will flood. So very important when you're trying to select the area where you're gonna live. That's why I always tell people, before you build a house, before you buy a house, rent first. Get to know the area where you're living. That way, make sure if you are gonna live in an area where there's flooding in the area, at least try to like find a place up a hill, or something. That way you're not worried about flooding or landslides. That's just common. Even in Aklan province, there's an area in Aklan province by Nabas. There's always landslides there where the mountain, just like the land just slides and it'll block the highway. They actually have to reroute the path going to Katiklan if you're going to Boracay from Calibo. Many instances, I would say almost every other year, there's landslide there that will block the road for like, you can't pass it for a few days, sometimes a week. You can't pass the roads in the Nabas area. And then earthquakes, in the Philippines, we're on the ring of fire, so there's pretty much earthquakes happening in the Philippines almost every day that you don't feel because they're just like minor. They're so low on the Richter scale that you don't feel. But the ones you do feel, it's like it can happen anywhere in the Philippines. I don't think there's an area in the Philippines that's immune to earthquakes. Pretty much Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Palawan, anywhere you go in the Philippines, because we are in the ring of fire, we can get earthquakes here at any time. And also the volcanoes. Philippines got a lot of volcanoes. So if you live like Ray lives in Tagaytay, you got Taal volcano there. I mean, Taal volcano still erupts, so that's, I know that's a touristy area. That's an area where a lot of people live, but there's that threat, that there's always a threat of Taal volcano erupting. Same thing in Negros Island by Bacolod City. You got Mount Canlaon there. Those are active volcanoes. Same thing in Bicol region. You got Mayon volcano. That's an active volcano. The active volcanoes, they'll erupt, but seem like they have less damage because they're active. The one that scares people here are the inactive volcanoes. Like when I was stationed at Clark in Angeles City in 1991, when Mount Pinatubo erupted. Mount Pinatubo had not erupted in 400 years. I didn't even know there was a Mount Pinatubo near Clark when I was stationed there. Never heard of Mount Pinatubo until it erupted. So the ones that are dormant, the dormant volcanoes that hasn't erupted, 400 years, 300 years, it hasn't erupted. Those to me are actually the ones that you'll worry if they become active because they haven't let out steam, they haven't let out that lava, they haven't let out an eruption in a long time. So when they erupt, pretty big eruptions when those volcanoes erupt. But that's just part of living in the Philippines. I mean, we're an island, tropical island, but also you got a lot of and then with every time you have an earthquake, every time you have a volcano erupting, you're susceptible to tsunami. So the tsunamis, if you're living like a lot of expats, a lot of foreigners, they like building homes right on the beach. Living right on the beach. That's a threat. That's a threat here that a tsunami can, or even like during typhoon, a storm surge. The storm surges here, they can go pretty high, 6 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet on the storm surge. So if you're living right on the beach, you're susceptible. You're susceptible to those things. Just to be aware, it's like I know, like my good friend Belus, he built a home in Leyte. He's aware of the dangers in his area. So he built really he made sure the construction of his home, like earthquake proof, typhoon proof. I mean, he put so much metal on that thing and cement that, and then he put it up on a hill. He's elevated. He's not right on sea level. When you're on sea level, if you build something sea level, you got that risk, with like tsunamis. A lot to consider here when it's time for, if you decide that it's time for you to build a home or buy a home. Definitely a lot to consider. You have to do a lot of research. That way you don't get in that bind where you buy or build a home in like a flood prone area or a landslide prone area. We'll try in the hotel when we. Yes, I highly recommend it, Renz. I mean, you will be impressed for the price that you're paying. You'll be. I was surprised, like, because it's only like 27. The 4,700 I paid, that is all included, taxes, hotel. You know how they always kind of like, they'll say like 1,400 a night, but all of a sudden there's like a hotel fee, there's a city fee, tax, all that. The 4,700 I pay that at 7-Eleven. What I do when I book a hotel, on Agoda, I click the button that says I'm paying it at 7-Eleven. So what I do, they give me a QR code, and the QR code, I take it to 7-Eleven. I pay cash. Like I said, I no longer have, I don't do credit cards, and even with my debit card, I'm careful to use my debit card. Really, my debit card I just use to get money at the ATM. I do not even like using my debit card at grocery stores because you can do that with your debit card. I just don't trust it, man. I just don't trust it anymore. There's just too much stuff, stealing going on online, stealing going on with credit cards and debit cards here. I rather reserve my hotel at Agoda. Click that 7-Eleven option. They give me a QR code. I take it to 7-Eleven. I show them the QR code. The guy at the counter scans it, and it goes to the cashier, and I pay cash. To me, simple. To avoid that credit card, debit card theft here in the Philippines. Because if you think credit card and debit card is happening in the U.S., I think it's worse here. It's like worse in the Philippines. So can't be too careful when it comes to your credit and debit information here in the Philippines. Was thinking of you and your family when I heard about the earthquake. I hope we are safe. We are safe. It shook our house. I looked around the house, no damage, no cracks on our house. Like I said, everybody in Camellia, Aklan, our community, I think everybody was outside, standing and just like looking to see how long the earthquake was gonna last. Glad to see you, brother. All right, Kim. All right, Kim Mandal. All right. Thank you, brother. Dido, good, good. Good morning, Jim. The Colonel. All right, the Colonel. Hey, the Colonel. I'm here in Iloilo City. I'm here in Iloilo City for a few days. Mini vacation for Dazzle and I here in Iloilo City. Amy, hello. Hi, Amy. I'm glad the internet is working good too, right? For Hop In, because I remember before I tried to do a live stream at the Injap Hotel and the Fig Tree Hotel. I had troubles with the internet, so I was just gambling. With this live stream. I was figuring, well, we'll see how long the Wi-Fi will work here at the Hop In Hotel, but so far so good. It's like I'm impressed. I got nothing. And the other thing that usually when I stay at the Fig Tree Hotel right next door to the Hop In, they don't have windows. They don't have windows in the hotel. That's the one thing that here I have a window. There's a window. I can look outside. There's a decent view. I filmed it. You'll see the view, and in the room, I would say the room is twice as big as the Fig Tree. Better space, and for the same price. So I think I've found my new budget hotel here in Iloilo City, and I'm glad I found this hotel because of my friend Ruben. My friend Ruben. He's from San Diego. He now lives in Calibo. He's been in Calibo now for 10 months. This is his 10th month now. He moved to Calibo New Year's. The day after New Year's is when he moved to Calibo. And he's loving Calibo. At first, he was thinking, to just find a home base in the Philippines. So he picked Calibo because I was there. We were communicating. I helped him get settled in Calibo. But I think he's there for the long haul now because he's really liking Calibo. He still travels. Ruben likes to go to Dumaguete City and Angeles City, but he likes that he lives in Calibo. That's what he told me. He'll keep going to Angeles City. He'll keep going to Dumaguete City, but he likes that he's got a place. He's got a place in Calibo. Because I think for people that I talk to that live in Angeles City and Dumaguete City, both places are expat havens. Just a lot of expats, a lot going on in those two cities. It's fun. Both cities to me are fun. It's like a lot of activities that I know expats, foreigners like bars, several bars, clubs, and things like that. But when you live there, for most people that I talk to, what they say is it gets to be overwhelming sometimes, that day to day you're living in that environment. Ruben just likes visiting it. He likes to have fun. To me it's like, hey, nothing wrong with having fun, right? So Ruben, he likes to visit those places, but he doesn't like to live in it. So I told him, hey, we're all different. Whatever works. Like I've said many times, there's no two people alike in the Philippines. Some people like the city, some people like the province, some people like the remote province, really deep in the province where you're off grid. To me, all that is, nothing wrong with that. We're all different. We all have different likes and dislikes. It's a matter of finding what you enjoy. Like for me, I've just found like the perfect situation for me, just for me, because I have a nice house in a gated community. It's not a mansion, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 40 square meters. That's about 430 square foot, tiny home. People always tell me, oh man, your house is small, but it works for us. It's like I don't have to worry about a big mortgage. I don't, it's like my mortgage like $200 a month. It has, my insurance for it. I think it's like 5,000 now a year. 5,000 pesos a year, less than $100 a year for insurance. So to me, it's like a low budget, but I like it because it's secure. We got security guards in our community. It's safe. Nothing's happened to me there. Like in the 9 years that we lived there, I like that I'm able to walk my dogs outside without stray dogs running around to scare my dogs. No roosters. Well, the boss rooster, he does go to my neighborhood, but hey, he's not crowing. The minute he crows, man, I'm gonna call the I'm gonna call the security on him. Hey, boss rooster is making noise. But so far he's just kind of like cruising our neighborhood sometimes, checking out our neighborhood. Amy said hi. Arthur said hi. Hello, Ray. There was a minor eruption yesterday. Didn't really affect me. Not a lot of ash. Maybe wind was blowing other direction. That's good. That's good, Ray. But like I said, I remember though, when was I have a friend that actually lives in Santa Rosa, Laguna, and I'm trying to remember what year it was when the last like big eruption for Taal volcano, and he got ash in Laguna. There was damage in the area, so that's always you live in a condo, so you should be okay. But that's part of the deal, right, Ray? It's like when it's an active volcano. Yeah, we don't have a control on Mother Nature. We don't have a control on what Mother Nature will do. Charm posted about an eruption. Hello, host, and everybody in the house. Nene Days. All right. Hello. Good morning. Behind YouTube. This is Darren. All right. Beware, people. All right. Ray, yes, Josh, I wouldn't have known about it if Lynn didn't send me the news story. Maybe if I was on the high rent side of condo with a Taal view, I would have noticed. Yeah, it's like, but to me, Ray, I think the volcanoes that erupt, like I said, the ones that are pretty consistent about the eruptions, I think they're better as far as like safety wise, because at least they're releasing every so often, like ash and steam and all that. It's the one that are like that hasn't erupted in many years, hundreds of years, that you have to worry. Good morning, Nene. All right, good morning. All right. Oh, let me just go there. Was in Tagaytay. Yes, Taal volcano is what Ray is talking about. Ooh. Ray in the Philippines. Hello. Nene. All right. All right. I guess we're getting trolled by behind YouTube TV, but hey, you can keep trolling, brother. You're helping my channel. You're posting. It's another comment that helps the algorithm of my channel. So you can just keep doing it. You're not hurting my feelings, brother. Yes, Josh, Taal. Pinky, no windows? How come? I know. At the Fig 3 Hotel, I've stayed there a few times, and the rooms are just so tiny because it's a budget hotel. They don't, it even says there on their advertisement, says Fig 3 Hotel, budget hotel. And I've even done a video. I mean, it's a nice hotel for the price. I mean, I think they charge like $1,200, $20 for a stay in a hotel in a city, in Iloilo City. So, host, did you ever? We were we were actually thinking, but visiting Guimaras this time around. But I don't think we are, just because of the time. If we would have stayed longer, we would have But one of our bucket lists, I know this coming summer in 2026, I do want to visit Guimaras Island. Since we're so close, from Iloilo City, it's only a 15-minute ferry ride to Guimaras Island. Is there any more for behind? That's all right. That's all right, Ray. I mean, he can keep posting. Like I said, it's not like I can just read over him. In Jap Tower, if he gets really offensive, I will just remove him from the channel. Province lifestyle. The Colonel, Nene, I've been to Guimaras. Yeah, I do want to go. I want to go to Guimaras during the Mango Festival because I want to try that mango pizza. I keep hearing about this mango pizza. Behind YouTube, that's all right. There's just trolls in YouTube. They ain't got nothing else to do, but he's helping my channel behind YouTube. It's like with the more comments he makes, he's just wasting his time. He's got nothing to do. So it's all good. It's all good. If he keeps doing it, if he gets really offensive, I'll just remove him from the channel. Hello, Ginno. Hey, JP. Hey, JP. Good morning. Good morning, JP. Hello, JP. Nene days. Yeah, try to enjoy the unlimited. I know, yung Manggahan Festival. Definitely. I'm going to have to hit that Manggahan Festival. So today, really, we're just gonna go with the flow. We're gonna watch the new Jackie Chan movie. Daz wanted to see that. I forgot the title, but she was looking at the lineup for SM City Iloilo cinema. So we're just gonna watch a movie later. Every time I'm here, I do try to eat at Sbarro of New York because I like their lasagna. The lasagna at Sbarro. It's the closest lasagna here in the Philippines that I've eaten, similar to lasagna that I've eaten in the United States. A lot of times the lasagna here, when cafes make it, or Greenwich is one of the places, franchise here, Greenwich, it doesn't really taste like lasagna because they make it sweet, and the cheese that they put on top usually is not like they use like the Eden, the local cheese. I like the lasagna at the Sbarro because they have ricotta cheese inside. It's usually high, and then it's got like they'll put Italian sausage on it. Really authentic, and then marinara sauce, really like the same type of lasagna that I eat in the United States, and it's a good price. I can get it for like $4.50 for a big piece of lasagna at Sbarro. One of my favorite things to eat here in Iloilo City. Do you ever lose that? I don't lose dazzle in the mall, Ray, because usually what I'll do, like you'll see I'm making videos. I would just like sit somewhere, like yesterday I was sitting and eating like a fruit salad. Forgot the name of the place that had the fruit salad. It was at the food court at SM City. I just let Dazzle shop. It's like I sat at the food court. I ordered a big bowl. It was a nice bowl too, man, of fruit salad, and I like it because it was just cut up different fruit. It had mango, of course. It had watermelon. It had lychee. It had what's that fruit? I forget. But it had like multiple or shredded. Like it had like pieces of coconut pulp. They put it like on like a milk, I think condensed milk. They put a little bit of condensed milk, not too sweet, because you can tell them not to make it sweet. But a giant bowl of like a fruit salad, and it was like 180 pesos. That's like $2.50, and I was just sitting there, man, waiting for Dazzle. I was eating that, and then She wasn't coming. I was thinking, well, maybe we'll eat lunch together, but she was just shopping. So I said, well, I got hungry, so I decided to eat the Korean, the Mr. Kimbap. Mr. Kimbap. I haven't had bulgogi. It's like bulgogi in a fast food place, Mr. Kimbap, 200 pesos. So that's about $3.50 for a bulgogi, good sized kimchi. And I filmed it so you'll see it. And rice on a hot plate, sizzling plate. Delicious, delicious at the food court. Mr. Kimbap. Mr. Kimbap. And then I was just eating there, and then Dazzle shows up, so then she got her own food. So I just let Dazzle do her thing. It's fun for her when we come to Iloilo City because we don't have SM in Aklan. We don't have Robinson's Mall. We don't really have the big malls, big shopping malls. So it's a really real treat for Dazzle every time we go here to Iloilo City. And I just let her have fun. I'm not much of a shopper, but I am shopping today. I'm gonna look for flip-flops because I forgot my flip-flops. I was wearing shoes driving here, and I was like, oh dang, I didn't bring any flip-flops. So I'll shop for flip-flops today at SM City Iloilo. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Thriving Philippine Expert, Michael White from Masbate Island. Hey, hope everything's recovering, my friend. Hope I see the hardship now with that bridge that fell, but I know you'll manage it. I know you got a good handle of things there. I know how much you're helping the community there. You're a real asset, brother, to your community there. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's like, I love it when I see guys like Michael come here to the Philippines. You have the means, you have the money to build and help others. It's like, man, that is admirable. That is admirable. Too many times, there's people that come here, they don't think about that this is now your community. You decided to live here in the Philippines, but don't help their community. It's good when you're part of the community. It's good when you're like an asset to the community because the community will see that, and they'll make you feel like you're a member of the community. Mirasol Kobayashi, good morning, Mirasol. Good morning, Michael. All right, Michael. The Colonel, good morning, Ray and Michael. Yeah, food and lifestyle in Ilo. I like it. I mean, for us, coming from Aklan province, it's a real treat for Dazzle and I every time we're here in Iloilo City. We don't have a lot of the things they have here. It's like a movie theater, an IMAX. For us, it's a big deal. Just to watch it. We do not have a movie theater in Aklan province. On the mainland of Aklan, where we live in Calibo, Numancia, no movie theater. So for us to just sit in a movie theater and eat popcorn, that is a real treat. A simple thing like that for us is just a treat for us. There's Burger King here. We don't have Burger King. Pizza Hut. There's Pizza Hut here. We don't have that. Sbarro. There's just so many things. And then the local food here, like Fortune was telling me about Netong's, La Paz Bachoy. Fortune's from Antique, but he knows a lot about Iloilo City. He's telling me about Netong's, and he was telling me I'll eat some pancit molo. Pancit molo is like a soup. And I was walking at the Atria yesterday filming, and I saw these places, and I was like, "Ooh, this is Netong's, the place that the Fortune was telling me." So while we're staying here, man, I'm gonna eat me at Netong's, man. I'm gonna get like La Paz Bachoy at Netong's since I've never had it. I wanted to try it. Probably today. That's gonna be on my merienda. I'm gonna have a merienda at Netong's. Good morning, Ginno and all. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Nene. All right, Fortune. Good day. Hey, speaking of Fortune, good timing. Good timing, Fortune. I wasn't. Good morning, Gino fan and Panay Pasi. I thought no live. Hey man, it's like I was sitting here, Dazzle's still sleeping, so I figured, man, I'll do the live stream. I've already done my morning walk early, man. I was like out there like at 5:15. I did an hour walk and then already took a shower, took a hot shower, man. Hot shower is it's funny how the little things makes me happy. But I was taking a shower. I was like, man, this is like awesome. It's Barrio Fiesta at Food Court, ground floor. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out, Nene. I did not notice Barrio Fiesta if it's still here. I did notice there's like new restaurants there by the food court at SM City Iloilo. I filmed it. One was the place is called I think Lechonera. They have that lechon, like but man, it looked delicious. It looked delicious. And then they have, of course, other Filipino food, but it just newly opened. But I haven't seen the Barrio Fiesta. I'm not sure if Barrio Fiesta had closed, but I'll have to check it out. I'll look for it. We're gonna go back there again today anyway. See, but I'll look for it. I like Barrio Fiesta. I do notice, like compared to the other restaurants, Barrio Fiesta's been around. It's a big franchise restaurant here in the Philippines. Little pricey. Their prices. There's several other new restaurants that are lower price. I guess because the name, you're paying for the name of Barrio Fiesta. How's the quake? At nighttime when we had the earthquake in Aklan, it was like 5.3, but I did not see any damage in Aklan province. Unlike in Cebu, fortunately, Cebu really got hammered. So many deaths already. I think it's up to 69 now. Again, my prayers go out to everybody affected. Rest in peace for sure for people that lost their lives at the earthquake in Cebu. I love mixed fruit. Me too, man, Ray. I'm gonna eat that again before I leave, man. It's just like it was delicious. That bowl of mixed fruit, and you can see it. I like it how they have the fruits on display already cut up, and you're like pointing at it, and it's like I want some of that, some of that, some of that. So they're just putting it in your bowl until it's like all filled up. It's like it's awesome. And then it was like I said, 180 pesos. That's like. About $3.50 for a good bowl of fruit salad. Thriving, hello, Thriving. All right, that's Michael White, the thriving Philippine expat in Masbate Island. Subscribe to his channel. Fortune, good day, Ray, Vaughn, JP, greetings, Ray. All right, hi, Fortune. All right. I like this. I like all the, everybody's knows each other, right? Everybody's friendly. That's what it's all about, Once in a while, we'll get a troll, unfortunately, but I'm not going to kick out the troll because they run out of steam. Like that guy, he's gone because they'll run out of steam anyway, because it's like, if you ignore them, they know that I'm not being affected by a troll, so they'll leave anyway. They're wasting their time, but helping my channel, it's like, so to me, it's like not a big thing. Ginno is making me hungry. I've not eaten in years. Didn't mean to make you hungry, Josh. But me, when Dazzle and I, when we come here to Iloilo City, it is all about the food when we come here, because there are so many food here that we don't have in Aklan province. That's why when we're here, we have a favorite Japanese food place here. They have one at SM City Iloilo, and then another one at the Festive Mall. It's called Boteju. Pretty fancy name. I don't really know what Boteju mean, but man, to me, of all the Japanese food that I've eaten here in the Philippines, they're my favorite. My favorite, just because it reminds me so much of the Japanese food I ate when I lived in Japan for 4 years. Even their simple salad. They have a salad with like the ginger, a strong ginger, pickled. Man, everything's just delicious. And of course, there's sushi. Sushi is like top notch at Boteju. And then Dazzle, her favorite there, she likes the spam musubi. the spam, slice of spam with their rice is different, man. Their rice got like a vinegar something to it, and then wrapped in seaweed. That's like dazzle. She can eat like two of those, two spam musubis at Boteju. So I'm sure we'll eat there today, and that's kind of like our fun, That's both Dazzle and I were foodie. We love eating food. So in Iloilo City is like perfect when it comes to like eating food. Oh, there's Dazzle. She's awake. She's awake.
Good morning, guys.
Where do you want to eat today, babe? Boteju. I was mentioning Boteju, Japanese food.
Yeah. Or the samgyeopsal.
Samgyeopsal. See, there's also this on the ground floor of SM City Iloilo. There's a samgyeopsal place there, Korean barbecue that Dazzle likes, because most of samgyeopsal, like in our province, we do have samgyeopsal in our province, but in Aklan, the samgyeopsal in our province, usually they just have pork. Everything's like bacon or pork is what they serve at the Korean barbecue. The one at SMCT Iloilo, they have squid, they have seafood, they have pork, they have beef, they shrimp, they have everything under samgyeopsal there. Seafood and kind of like a surf and turf Korean food. And Dazzle just loves that place. So you heard it. That's probably where we're eating at today. Still cleaning, but all good. I know, Michael. I know, Michael. I know you got a lot of work, but I know you're a worker. I can tell Michael White's a worker, so it doesn't bother him. He'll like whatever they need to fix at his house, at their area in Masbate. I mean, he will keep thriving. He will keep thriving for sure. Oh, you reside at Aklan. Yes, Nene. Yes, Nene. We live in Aklan province. We do come to Iloilo. I would say at least every 2-3 months. We come to Iloilo because we like it. We have so much fun here when we come here. Stay 3 or 4 days because there's so much things to do. But I'm no longer a city person. It's like I enjoy visiting Iloilo. My favorite city in the Philippines is Iloilo City. I love it here. But I'm more province now. I prefer the peace and quiet in Aklan province. So it's fun to visit. I do our thing here for the next couple of days. Watch a movie, eat out, go to the parks, I'll film, do my morning walks. But, there's also after a few days, I'm like missing the peace and quietness of Aklan province. Because here, even on my morning walks, like I said earlier, it was like at 5:15 is when I started walking outside. You can already hear taxis honking. There's already the city noise. And it gets like, it increases as the day goes on. Like by the time I was walking back to the hotel here, it's louder. There's just that noise here, the jeepney noise, the motorbikes here. Man, motorbikes here, like, I don't know what they do to it. I think on the muffler of the motorbikes, they just got some loud motorbikes here, like, like Harley Davidson loud, but it's a tiny bike. They don't have the big Harley bike, but it sounds like a Harley bike, man. Good day, JP. All right. June Pogi. All right, June Pogi. I like the name, June Pogi. Pogi means handsome. June is handsome. Hi, Ginno. Keeping that haircut. Still, 3510. All right, then I forgot about that word, 3510. 3510, when 3510 in the United States Air Force, 3510 means it's a regulation. What he's saying is my hair is 3510 still. It's like regulation. U.S. Air Force regulation. I like my high and tight, brother. I like to keep my fade going. It's like I'll never have long hair. People always tell me that. My retired buddies, they're like, Ginno, why don't you let your hair grow? You're no longer in the military. I just like the low maintenance, brother. It's like for me, it's like I don't buy gel. I don't own a comb. I basically just shampoo my hair. When I'm done, I dry it off and I'm good. It's like a low maintenance, low maintenance. I don't have to do anything with my hair. I'm just thankful I still got hair. It's like, I'll be 60 next year. I got a lot of white hair now, but, I don't even, people are like, aren't you going to color your hair? You got a lot of white hair. I don't do that, man. I'm just like I said, I'm low maintenance. I get my hair cut. They buzz cut me. They give me the high fade, and it's all good, man. 3510. That's funny, man. I haven't heard that term in so long. 3510. Thank you for that, Jun Pogi. Thank you, Ginno. You're welcome, Michael. It's like, I love what you're doing, brother. It's like you're thriving, you're living a good life in the Philippines. And I am just impressed just because you are one of the few that I've met that are, helping the community, an asset to the community, that embrace the locals. And I'm sure they give so much back happiness to you. To me, that's what life's all about, man. We don't have to be all the same, right? We can come from all, Filipino, American, British, Australian, but we're all in it together. It's like if we're like friendly, helping each other out, the world will be a lot better instead of all the arguments or disagreements over silly things. Good day, Michael W. from Fortune. Sad news for Masbate, typhoon. Yes, but they'll recover, Nene. It's like I know I've seen Masbate City. They took the brunt of typhoon Opong, but they'll recover. Philippines is pretty resilient, and then people get bond together. People like Michael White, he's doing all he can to like help his community, and to me that's what's all about. It's like, and then a year, 2 years from now, when people talk about it, it's like it bonds people actually. That, hey man, I remember that guy, man. He helped me out. He took, he assisted. He took in my family when we had no place to go. It's like stories that will live on. Stories that will live on. Good morning, JP Fortune. Yes, Nene. All right. Good day, Nene. But Aklan is full of fruit-bearing trees and seafoods. Oh yes, I mean, I've been in Aklan now for 14 years. I just love Aklan Province just because, to me, Aklan Province is a hidden gem. One of the hidden gems here in the Philippines, Aklan Province. More and more are discovering it. People actually tell me, Ginno, stop promoting Aklan Province, stop promoting Calibo. More and more expats are moving into Aklan Province. I cannot blame them. It's like we have one of the lowest cost of living here in the Philippines. I've traveled many places in the Philippines, and I've yet to see comparable cost of living to what we pay in Aklan Province. People that I've helped move to Aklan Province, that's the very first thing they tell me that they notice. It's like low cost of living, low housing.
Besides Boracay.
Besides Boracay. Besides Boracay. Well, Boracay is part of Aklan Province, but Boracay Island, you have to, it's like the #1 tourist destination in the Philippines. So even the locals, local Boracaynons, local Aklanons, we call Boracay Island Magastos Island. It's like, and it's no lie because it's a touristy spot. When you go to Boracay, you're there to spend money. You're there to like water activities, scuba diving, jet skiing, parasailing, sunset cruise on the Parao sailboats, party boats. They got party boats in Boracay. Clubs, when you go on White Beach, several clubs, restaurants, all the Western food is there. So you don't go to Boracay to like not spend money. A lot of people go to Boracay. That's vacation time. Fortune, hello. We are thinking of doing movies in the plaza via purchase. Oh, very nice, very nice. That's what Michael, he does at his house, and he invites people from the Canadian Beaver, his employees and everybody watches on the big projector. That's a good idea, man. you know how that would be a blessing, Michael, to all the community there. That would be a big deal. That would be a big deal for the community. JP loves seafood. We got plenty of that, man. They got plenty of seafood here too in Iloilo City. JP, of course, the thing here in Iloilo City compared to Aklan, everything here, restaurant wise, seafood wise, fruit wise, everything is a little pricier. Even at the grocery, even like at the food stalls, I would say everything that Dazzle and I, when we were here, everything that we pay, we buy here, is at least 25 to 30% more. Because, this is the city. A lot of these products aren't grown here in the city, or they ain't catching these oysters, seafood, whatever, right here in the city of Iloilo City. It has to come from outside the city. So that's why you have to pay a little bit here in Iloilo City. But we don't mind. Like I said, we're only here for a few days, so I don't mind splurging a little when we're here. That's why Dazzle, when she mentioned she wants to eat at the Korean restaurant, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Whatever, when we're here, we're like, we don't watch the budget. When we're here in Iloilo City, it's a vacation. Like when we vacation, we don't look. We might stay at a budget hotel just because I guess it's habit. I don't think I'll ever spend spending a lot of money in a hotel. The one in Rojas where we stayed and we spent like for one night 3,500 a night. The only reason we were there, we thought our friend was coming with us, and our friend, he doesn't stay in budget hotels. So, that's why we booked in that hotel, because we wanted to stay with our friend, but he didn't end up going, so it is what it is. But most of the time you'll see when Dazzle and I travel, we always look for the budget hotels. I just like getting a good deal. Like this hotel, hop in, this is a good deal. You will not regret staying here. You're paying like $25, $26 a night. Really nice for that price. Good location too. A showing of Jaws. Oh, I know, right, Jaws? That might scare them, man. If you saw the one, nobody might want to go to the beach after watching Jaws, man. Fortune, I was born in Iloilo City, 72, father's side. All right, but mother's side. All right, I didn't know you were born. I thought it was all Antique, but now I get it, Fortune. I wasn't expecting live stream today. It's a blessing. Oh, thank you, JB. Thank you, JB. Appreciate that, my brother. Wow, Fortune, nice to know. 3 days work from home. All right. Since yesterday and miss you. We message. Oh yeah, I know. Fortune and I, we're always messaging. Are you also from Iloilo City? Ryan, hey Ryan AP. All right, Ryan. My great grandpa and granduncle were from. Ooh, nice. I know. I remember that. I remember Fortune saying. I know. Fortune's relatives were into politics. I did not even feel the earthquake here. Wow. BK, I know, right? Me too, man. I love Burger King, man. Every time I'm here in Iloilo City, I always have to make a pit stop at Burger King. That's one of my, we don't have it in Aklan. Not even Boracay has a Burger King, so this is my only chance to eat Burger King. So when I'm here, I do go to Burger King when in Iloilo City. I asked Ginno if he has time to visit UP in Iloilo. One street there is Ibierna Street. All right, Ibierna Street. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pretty much stay here by our hotel, SM City, Iloilo. Around the Atria, around this area. I did drive my car, but when I'm here, it's like I could drive. I know I could drive in the city, like coming in here, I drove in, but I try to limit my driving here in the city, even here in the little city, because I'm just not used to like the traffic. The jeepney drivers here in Iloilo City, man, they'll cut you off. The taxis and the jeepney drivers here, man, they'll just cut you off. They'll just like block your way. I'm not used to that. It's like in Aklan, I might see that a little bit in Kalibo, but the driving, even though the driving here in Iloilo is not the same as I would never drive in Manila or Cebu City. But here in Iloilo City, I have driven, but I try to limit. Like I could drive to like the mall here, SM City. I'll park my car there. On the diversion road, I have no problem. I've driven like when we lived in Uptown Place condominium that's on General Luna Street to the hospital. So I've driven before here in Iloilo City. But for me, if I don't have to drive, I prefer not to drive because there's just so many cars here compared to what I'm used to in Aklan province. Yeah, it's like I would have to look for it, Fortune. But I did find netongs. I did find netongs at the atrium, man. I filmed it yesterday. I was like, "Oh, this is the netongs that Fortune was telling me." And then I saw a place that served pancit molo, and I filmed that too. So those two places I'll go eat before I leave here in Iloilo. In your honor, Fortune, in your honor, man. I'll eat there, so that I can finally say I've eaten at Netong's. Great, Nene. My wife is from Cavite. My project is to have them visit Guimaras. All right, Nene. Fortune, it's good to visit UPV in the city, but try to visit also UPV Niagao branch. Amazing place. Old acacia trees. Ooh, nice. I'm glad to let you know Guimaras and enjoy the goodness of our peaceful island. All right. We will make it there to Guimaras one of these days. Right, babe? We've been wanting to go to Guimaras too. For sure this upcoming summer, March, April, May of 2026. We will do some more traveling. On Leanna's vacation, summer vacation, she'll have 2 months of vacation and we will travel during that time. For sure, I want to go back to like maybe Negros Island with our car, with Leanna with us. That way we're not worried about, she can tag along, drive all over Negros Island, and then maybe even put our car in the ferry to go to Cebu and drive all over Cebu this upcoming summer. You should take Dazzle to Viking. Oh, Ray, we've been to Viking. We've been to Viking here in Iloilo. She loved it. Leanna too. Leanna got to eat a Viking. Man, Ray, Leanna wouldn't leave that lamb. Leanna was like, Leanna never had lamb before, and they had like a big block of lamb where the guy was like slicing the lamb. Leanna kept going back. She went back like 4 or 5 times to the guy, and then the guy told Leanna on like the 4th time. The guy goes, no more lamb for you. He was just playing, and Leanna was like, she was shocked, like that the guy told me that, but he gave her more lamb, but she loved the lamb. It was, I guess it's standard. A different taste from beef, and she's never had it, so she kept going back to have the lamb at the Viking. Oh, Viking's awesome, man. For the price, around $20, per person. It's a great buffet, man. I recommend that buffet, man. It's like I ate so much when I went to the Viking. And they also have unlimited beer, tap beer, draft beer. I didn't have a lot of beer. I think I had one, But they have a unlimited draft beer at the Viking, and part of the buffet. It was good when I went there. Yes, very good. The Viking, and so we've tried it. Really, we would probably go there again if Leanna was with us, because I know she really enjoyed the Viking. Hello, Dazzle. All right, ladies. Nene says, hello, Dazzle. One of the top priorities in retiring in Philippines is peaceful with seafood. Yes, right? JP, man, I think you will find that here. Peacefulness. I know if you go to Aklan province, JP, I can promise you, you will find peacefulness in Aklan province. Just because our province is just like calm. People are just not like, people don't get into politics. I never hear politics in Aklan province. Like the locals, they don't discuss like American politics or even Filipino politics. Like I said many times, a lot of people in our province, they're just trying to put food on the table. They're talking about farming. They're talking about fishing, like commercial fishing, to put food on the table. That's their biggest thing. It's like, and then seafood. Man, we have unlimited seafood in our clan. The whole northern side of Aklan, from New Washington, Calibo, Numancia, Makato, Tangalan, Nabas, Ibahay, Malay, and then Buruanga, all those towns are all coastal, man. It's like endless beaches and endless access to the ocean. So that's why we have so many seafood here. Good morning, Shorty. Good morning, Shorty. Boteju is like modern Japanese. Yes, all right. That's our favorite, Fortune. We love that boteju, that modern Japanese. Do you eat pork? Yes, I eat pork. Yes, plenty of pork here. As a matter of fact, in the Philippines, pork and chicken, seafood, that's what most Filipinos eat. Beef, not so much. Not so much. Beef has a tendency of being tough meat here in the Philippines. Fortune says, good AM, Dazzle. Got to go to work. Enjoy. All right. Take care, Michael. Gardening repair. All right, Michael. I was in Michael's live with the Colonel 2 nights ago. All right. It was very good chat with them. Nice stories. All right. That's awesome. Fortune. Every 3 months, going to city is an escape. It is for us. It's like, for us, it's so nice, because we do miss it. It's like, I enjoy it just because even just walking at SNR yesterday, looking at all the, we had, like I said, our strategy yesterday was like, we weren't going to get a cart, because the minute we get a cart, that cart's going to be full of stuff. I told Dazzle, we'll just walk in there, whatever we can hold, that's what we'll get, You get carried away when you go to SNR because you miss a lot of those American products. Hey, James and Karen, good morning, James and Karen Adventures. Good morning, James. We're here in Iloilo City. We're staying at the Hop Inn Hotel. First time staying here. Really nice hotel for the price. We're paying like 4,700 pesos, about $81 for 3 nights. 3 nights at this hotel. Really nice. Opened about a year ago. Everything looks new. Everything looks so clean. Highly recommend this hotel, the Hop Inn Hotel, in near the Atria, the shops at Atria, by that rotonda, that circle thing, the rotonda here. Samyupsal is very popular. There are 2 different ones within 5 minutes walk in either direction here. Oh, I know, right? But the one at SM City Iloilo, that's the one that Dazzle really likes. I think it's like 400 pesos, I think, per person, unlimited samyupsal. So that's only like $7-8 per person. Really good deal, because there's samyupsal at SM City, got seafood. It has like, it's just not pork, beef, and chicken. It's also got seafood. It's got shrimp, squid, different type clams, I think, just different kinds of seafood on their samyupsal. Wow, everyone's here now. All right. Mom Janet, oh yes, that's right. It was, I greeted her happy birthday on my previous live stream. I know Mom Janet had her 70th birthday. Good morning, James. I know it's James because Karen, same thing. Dazzle actually woke early. Dazzle probably woke up because of all the noise I'm making, but she's taking a shower now. I'm sure she'll take a long hot shower. It's like we don't get that. We don't get like hot showers, so it's a real treat every time we stay in a hotel. Yes, Fortune, but I didn't see her since yesterday. All right. JP, I know HD riders who say having a loud muffler helps them be seen, but I am skeptical about that working. Yeah, to me, it's just like it's annoying to me, man. Like I said, when I ride Bumblebee now, JP, I wear earplugs because of those. They'll pass me sometimes because I go slow on Bumblebee, right? I'm like riding along on my 125C, and they'll just zoom past me. I'm like, oh man, So I start wearing like earplugs. JP, hello, JNK, James and Karen. JP, the loud muffler does make you safer. Oh, okay, all right. Maybe that's why. They're noticeable, right, James? They're noticeable. The police don't. Oh yeah, the police they'll stop you in a minute if you got that loud muffler. I had the chicken pipe and did notice people heard. Yes, coming. Actually, it makes sense the Filipinas sleep in, especially here. Nothing really happens before. True, nothing really happens before 10 a.m. The motorcycle had more power and people got out of the way, but I got it installed by accident. I didn't know what it was. Didn't know what it was. That's funny. Starbucks doesn't even open to 10 a.m. Don't even need coffee by then. I noticed that this morning though, Ray, when I was walking on my walk, it was like 5:15 was when I walked outside. It was still dark. Street lights were still on. Jollibee was open. I was like, McDonald's is open. I was like, wow, 24 hours for the McDonald's and Jollibee that I passed this morning. I was like, man, 24 hours. I guess because, it's a Iloilo City, but open 24 hours. Jollibee and McDonald's in Iloilo City. Yes, Boracay is a gem too, but need to budget because Boracay escape very costly now. For tourists, I know. For me, like Dazzle and I, when we stayed in Boracay for the whole month of June this year. We don't spend a lot because, we know the places to stay. Our Airbnb was like reasonably priced. Airbnb, you can, the whole month of June, you can get an Airbnb in Boracay for 20,000 pesos. So that's about $350 for the whole month. Pretty reasonable for Boracay Island. And then we know the places to eat. We're not gonna eat at like White Beach, all the fancy restaurants there all the time. Most of the time, we'll eat at Carinderia. There's places in Boracay where you can eat cheap. Andox, fried chicken, Mang Inasal. There are Filipino franchises, fast food that you can eat in Boracay to lower the cost. And then we don't do the tours anymore because we've done all the tours pretty much in Boracay. We just like going to Boracay because go to the beach. And now one of the things we like doing in Boracay, we like playing pickleball. They got pickleball now in Boracay Island at City Mall Boracay. 3 courts. 3 courts on the second floor, indoor pickleball. You can do indoor pickleball at Boracay City Mall. I was so impressed with the barber shop. Right, the carinderia with all the all right. I was like, JP, I was like, 1 barbershop, 2 barbershop. I was like, I didn't realize I knew they had a lot of barbershop, but not that many. And then the carinderia, man, it kind of reminds me, in Thailand, you have that same dynamic in Thailand, in Bangkok anyway. The street foods in Bangkok were, one street I remember in Bangkok where it's like a buffet. It almost like felt like that. They don't. That's the thing that they probably should do that. Do a buffet on that street of Carinderia. But all the dishes at that Carinderia JP, like all the vegetable dishes per serving, less than $1, less than $1, and then the meat items or the fish items, maybe $1.50 to $1.75. So, like, the four of us, me, Dazzle, Mom, and Edgar, we ate for 400 pesos, and you saw the variety of dishes that we got, and the rice, for 400 pesos for four people. That's like less than $8 for people to eat, and they're all freshly cooked there. It's not like they're reheating or reserving stuff. You can see them cooking it in big woks, and they'll pour it on those straight. You just gotta get there. Like, for me, I like getting there to the carinderia around 10:30 to 11, when they're still putting out fresh food. You can still see them steaming hot, freshly made. It's like that's the best time to go eat there. It could take me weeks to. I know, right? I mean, that one. I remember that one carinderia had over 30 dishes. I mean, like you said, you can just go through. Eat 1-2 dishes a day. It would take you weeks before you get through all those dishes. Good morning, Miss. All right, Michael Manalastas, babe, sir, says Miss Dazzle. Good morning, Miss Dazzle.
Good morning.
Ray, I'm laughing because I can see Dazzle over your shoulder and thinking she's shoulder height when you are sitting down.
How's that?
Ray. See, Ray met Dazzle, so Ray knows how tall Dazzle is. He was even shocked. He was even shocked.
Like, really, Ray?
Really, he was really shocked. Hop In is in the Pison property area where that chimney. I was trying to remember. I remember you mentioning it to me, Fortune. That chimney is like really significant here that's why it's a monument. It's like there's a rotonda here, like a turn, where the cars like circle. And right in the middle is this big chimney. And I was actually filming it yesterday. And I was trying to remember what the name was, because I remember Fortune told me the name of this big chimney. Yeah, it's a big chimney right that on the rotonda, babe. That thing that's the monument there.
Yeah.
It's an actual chimney they put in there. It's a very significant chimney.
I didn't notice. My eyes were at the Burger King.
Yeah. Dazzle's eyes was on the Burger King. She was like, she didn't notice the big monument, Fortune, because her focus was on food. And just to be clear, I tease Dazzle for being short, but she's a giant of awesomeness. She is, right? Ray knows. Ray knows how great Dazzle is.
I don't
JP.
mind it, Ray. We're close.
Yeah. See, Dazzle doesn't mind it, Ray, because she likes you, Ray, and you guys are close. That's what Dazzle said. JP, gonna have to nickname Liana Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop. That's a good nickname for Liana.
She likes lamb.
She loves lamb, and she's never had it. JP, that was the first time Liana ate lamb at the Vikings buffet, and she would like eat the plate of lamb, go back to the guy. Eat the plate of lamb, go back to the guy. I was telling Liana, are you gonna eat anything else but the lamb? He goes, I love this lamb, Kuya.
That's why I'm gonna share you something, guys, about Liana and I. We were watching like a cooking show, like on Netflix, and she was like, that looks tasty, ate, but I don't want to try it because what if I
Get hooked on the food.
and it's a steak, guys. And I told her, don't try it, Liana. It's not good.
Yeah, Liana's never had steak. I don't think.
It's
Yeah,
a steak.
yeah, she's never had
She
steak.
already know like the rare, the medium rare.
What she
the
does
well
for
done.
watching the show.
Yeah.
For watching the show.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day we'll take her to a steak place so she can eat a steak. She's never had steak.
Yeah,
I don't think you've had a steak, baby.
no.
Yeah, Dazzle's never eaten steak. Because a lot of Filipinas, I think a lot of Filipinos, you know how steak, when we eat steak in the U.S., we like it like medium, right? Medium rare. Like a little bit of juice
Yeah.
That blood, like
That's
that
what Liana
the
wants.
juice and the blood coming out on the meat, that kind of like freaks people out here.
That's what Liana likes. Liana actually told me that
Yeah.
that's what's the best steak, ate. The one that's like, I told her there's blood.
There's blood, but she's never had it. How would she know? How would she know?
YouTube.
From YouTube, from YouTube. How would she know that that's the
Yeah.
best steak? She's never had steak. LOL, JB.
She's
All right.
funny.
Visit Batan, Aklan, another hidden place in the Oh, yeah, okay. I know Altabas too. That Altabas in Aklan, their plaza. When I pass through it, I always see like how it reminds you like Spanish, and a lot of like they maintain like the Spanish built look in Altabas. So definitely we pass through Batan all the time on our way back to Numancia, but we just hasn't stopped in Batan. Hi Brian. Hi Brian. All right. Said hi. Okay. JP, are there hot showers at La Casa Española? There is, right, babe? At the hot shower? Yes, there is. There's a hot shower. Edgar's got he's got one of those
Yeah.
portable. It's a portable hot shower, so it's not hot water throughout the apartment, JP, but there's that portable unit right beside the shower, so you can take a hot shower at La Casa Española. Yes, McDo, open 24 hours. McDonald's, yes. Not sure about the Jollibee too. Jollibee open 24 hours right there on the. I passed it earlier on my walk, Ray. I'm not walking distance, so I don't go much. Oh, okay, all right. The one here by the Hop Inn. I mean, it's like not even a block away. It's like 24 hours. Because, like I said, I was like, it was 5:15 in the morning. I was walking, and there was people in there. There was people in there. I guess because here in Iloilo City, you got the call center people, more likely either they're going to work and eating breakfast or getting off work and eating breakfast before they go to bed. JP, Nene, are there Spanish ruins in Batan? Would not surprise me, JP, because what happens with a lot of the towns in Aklan province, all 17 towns or 17 municipalities, the church is like Spanish era. So you can start there, if you're looking for like Spanish ruins. But a lot of them, like I know the one in Tangalan, I pass it all the time when we're in Tangalan, the church. It was built like, I know in the 1800s. I mean, you could tell, man, like the outside of it looks like Spanish times. You just see remnants, a lot of remnants of Spanish here in Aklan province. The patriarch Donato Pison Sr. started his empire producing. That's the one. I was trying to remember what that chimney is for. Muscovado sugar. That's why that.
Muscovado?
Yeah, that was. Yeah. That's.
I used to eat it just like the muscovado.
Oh, you do, man. I like it. I've had muscovado sugar. Usually they serve it with that rice thing, sticky rice and muscovado.
It's like sometimes they put it on like a puto.
Yeah, on puto. On the rice cake.
Puto.
Yeah, hence the chimney. Donato married a sister. Are you your first cousin? I know you mentioned that before. I was trying to, I see it all the time, that big chimney. I know, and it's significant, right? Because they're not going to put a chimney as a monument. But because this area at one time is like sugar. Sugar was big in this area. Still is. There's still sugar plantations here. Not as much. But the area of Iloilo City, Bacolod City, Negros Island, is like a lot of sugar. Negros Island next to us, in Panay Island, is the sugar capital of the Philippines. You still see a lot of like sugar cane trucks loaded 15, 20 feet high of sugar canes on the road here, even in Iloilo, especially during the harvest season. On my next Panay visit, I'm going to get some good steak at SNR. All right, all right. All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. They've never had steak. They've never eaten steak. Me, I've given up steak just because of, like I said, the last time I ate steak was 2016 in Boracay Island, and it was not cheap. You know, the steak was like, I think 2,000 pesos for that steak, like 36 bucks for that steak. But my friend from Hawaii wanted to eat steak in Boracay. But I just gave it up because I know steak is expensive here. And then I would be the only one eating it. You know, it's like Dazzle and Liana. But sounds like Liana wants to try steak now. From the TV shows, watching all the TV shows.
Yeah, both of us.
Both of you. All right, all right. You heard that, Ray. Both of them want to try steak now. So the next time you come to Panay, man, we'll do steaks. We'll do steaks.
Don't watch cooking show, Dazzle.
Don't watch cooking show. That's all it. Fortune is well. Oh yes, Fortune is like a great source for me. I mean, he knows so much about the Philippines, so much. You know, I'm learning so much from Fortune. Me and him text all the time, and I ask him questions, and I'm learning so much from Fortune.
Thank you, Fortune.
Thank you. That's what says. Thank you, Fortune. Brown sugar put in ibus or sticky rice.
Yeah, ibus. You like ibus, babe?
You know I like sticky rice.
Yeah,
You know,
you know
Dazzle knows sticky rice, shredded coconut, muscovado, sugar. Man, I love all that stuff.
I always
Man.
buy you ibus.
Yes. Dazzle buys me ibus. They converted the land to bangus, hito, tilapia farming, and then salt farming. Oh, okay, that's why it used to be sugarcane fields. Now more like fish farms now. Makes sense because you don't see as many, but there still are. I do know, like when during harvest season here in Iloilo City or Iloilo province, when I'm driving on the road, you still see this like World War II type trucks. I mean, you can tell these trucks are ancient diesel trucks stacked high with like sugar cane during harvest season here. Greetings from St. Petersburg. All right, St. Petersburg. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. Then develop that now into like that under Copidico, Kauturan Pison Development Company. All right, so more different industries that they're getting into. I shared 3 videos by another blogger. Oh yes, I remember that. I remember watching those ancestral homes here in Iloilo City. So JP, when you come here to Iloilo City, if I'm around, if we go together here in Iloilo City, we can visit some of these ancestral homes that Fortune showed me on videos. Iloilo City's got a lot of remnants. If you're looking for ruins, JP, ruins, if you're looking for old mansions, like and they're still functioning. It's become museums. You know, a lot of the ancestral homes have become museum pieces here in Iloilo City.
Babe, I think I wanna go to a horror house with Ray.
You want to go to a horror house with Ray? They do have that, Ray. Dazzle said she wants to go to a horror house with you. They do have it in Calibo during like Halloween time. Right, babe? That one house, they do make that. They do make one of the older homes in Calibo into a haunted house. You know, the 1920 mansion. Yes, I actually saw a ruins by what was that? What's that place, babe? Haro at Haro Plaza. If you go to Haro Plaza, the whole the Haro Church Cathedral, the church bell. There's a place there that I saw. My friend, he's from Haro. Joel. He pointed out to me that it used to, the sugar baron used to own it.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's ruins now, but it's still a big place. Lots of places like that, like, here in Iloilo and even in Aklan province, that if you're into historical places, ruins, Spanish ruins, you will find it here for sure. Antique also produces a lot of the muscovado. I did film yesterday a little bit of Ateneo de Iloilo. I was walking at the atria, Fortune. I saw netongs, I saw the pancit molo, and then I saw Ateneo de Iloilo. So I filmed a little bit of Ateneo de Iloilo. As part of the property, Jesuits bought 8 hectares. Pison donated another 5 to make 10. So Jesuits granted Pison 5 slots for kids for free tuition. Oh, nice.
It's already 8.
It's already 8:25. Yes. Are you hungry, babe, for breakfast or anything?
Mm-hmm. I'm always hungry.
You're always hungry. All right. I better quit the live stream here because Dazzle's hungry. We got it. she goes. Finish the live stream so we can eat.
No.
JP is it. All right. Yeah. Fortune. I know when JP gets here to Panay Island, I'll travel with JP.
Yeah.
We could do things.
JP, let's go.
JP, let's go. Now I'm going to look for meat thermometer. Ooh, Ray said he's going to look for a meat.
Ooh.
I've seen it. I've seen meat thermometer at SNR, Ray. They have it. So I have to get perfect internal temperature. Ooh.
I want medium rare.
Medium rare. That's what says medium rare, Ray. Medium rare. I want their first experience with steak. Life changing. It'll be like, you'll spoil them so much with that steak, Ray, that I'm gonna have to go back to SNR and get them more steaks probably. They'll be walking around saying, "Where's the beef? Oh yeah, where's the beef?" There used to be a famous commercial in the States, baby. It goes, "Where's the beef? Where's the beef?" This elderly lady used to go, "Where's the beef?
Yeah.
Where's the beef?"
That's what Rihanna said. She said she didn't wanna try the steak because she doesn't wanna hook on the steak, and we can have it.
And you can have it, yeah. Well, Ray's gonna cook you some good steaks the next time he's in Panay Island, babe. JP, I like older homes. Haven't seen many ruins. We will look for them. We'll hunt down the ruins, and we'll hunt them down, JP. Heck, there's ruins in Calibo. They're just old. There's like old homes in Calibo, like built in the 1800s, JP, that they're just abandoned. They're just abandoned.
It's too scary to go.
It's too scary to go into. Yeah, it's too scary because the ruins might fall apart.
I'm scared of snakes.
Snakes, Dazzle's scared of snakes. Does Dazzle approve calling Leanne a lamb chop? Oh yeah, I'm sure lamb chop is cool. We can call her lamb chop. Lamb chop is kind of endearing, I think. Lamb chop.
Lamb chop.
Yeah, we can call Leanne a lamb chop. Leanne has several nicknames. We call her Yang Yang. We call her Opa. I mean, she got like multiple. We call her Opa because when she was born, she looked Korean.
I was there, guys. I was there when she was born. And she looks like Korean.
Yeah, she looks like Korean.
And she already did this when she was like when she was born. Maybe she did this already. So the nurse said, she's matakaw.
She's matakaw. She was sucking her thumb already when she was a newborn.
So the nurse said she's gonna be matakaw.
She's gonna be matakaw.
Which she is, guys.
Oh, Ray said he's gonna go to the horror house. They have it, Ray, every year in Calibo. The mayor actually sponsors it, a horror house in Calibo. It's on this street in Calibo too, where the houses do look old, man. They look like wooden houses, got the capiche shell windows. I mean, some of the houses in that area looks like they're gonna fall apart, and that's where they put the haunted house. So it is kind of scary in there at night.
I use Ray as a shield.
Yeah. Ray is a big dude, It's tall, so you can use Ray as a shield. You can use him as a shield. Clara Pillar. Where's the beef? Yeah, Wendy's correct. Where's the beef? I had a crush on when I was like, she had a puppet called Lamb Chop. She had a puppet called Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop. All right. You heard it, guys. Dazzle's hungry, so you don't want to make a Filipina hungry. If you're dating a Filipina or you're married to a Filipina, you know it's like Filipinas can't go hungry. It won't go well for you if a Filipina's hungry.
At least we're so easy to please, guys.
Easy to
Just
believe.
buy us food.
Just buy. Happy breakfast. All right, thank you, Tanya. Thank
Tanya.
you. All right. Take care, everyone. We're gonna go grab breakfast now. Have an awesome day. I'm off to SNR. We were at SNR last night. We'll probably be back at SNR before we leave because we gotta get the big stuff like the detergent.
JP.
All right, JP, bye all. Everybody have a good day. We're gonna eat breakfast and then see what happens in Iloilo City. No plans today, just going with the flow. Oh, the movie. We are watching the movie.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan movie.
Shadow's Edge.
The Shadow's Edge, Jackie Chan movie. I didn't know Jackie Chan still made movies, but we're watching Jackie Chan. I love Jackie Chan. I love the last.
The Foreigner.
The Foreigner
I like
was
The Foreigner.
yeah. That was one of the we liked that where Jackie Chan still like action, still a lot of action for Jackie Chan. All right, goodbye,
Bye,
friends.
Fortune.
All right, no, never been to Africa, my friend. All right. Take care, everyone. Everybody, stay blessed, everyone.